I am expecting some questions. So if any children have questions, you can please. I have. Uh, okay. The first question which has come to me is, for hotel management, is mathematics compulsory? Answer to your question is no. For hotel management, maths is not compulsory. Any child, be he or she from commerce, arts, or science, can give an entrance exam related to hotel management known as NCHMJEE, and follow to that, pursue hotel management as a course in 11th 12th. What I'm going to quickly do for all of you is, uh, I'll send you a couple of links. Okay. One link which I'm sending you is for the free career guide, which if you go to my website to buy, it is going to cost you 250 rupees. But if you pick it up from the link which I have just shared with you in the chat box, you can download it free of cost. Second, I have given you the link where some child has written they want to have information or details about today's PPT and session. Please go to the second link. That link is of my YouTube channel. On the YouTube, you will be able to see a lot of other videos also, and this video and PowerPoint presentation will also be loaded on the YouTube. Next question is, uh, what if we don't know which subject we are interested in? Well, in that case, you can connect with me for personal career counseling. I'll do a brain mapping for you in which I will analyze your orientation, aptitude, personality, interest. Based on that, I'll be in a position to tell you which particular course curriculum is most suitable for you, or which particular subject combination is most suitable for you. Is aptitude more important than interest? Answer is no. Actually, interest is more important than aptitude. Rather, both of them jointly give importance or direction to your career. But at your age, we always say interest is more powerful, because if you have a very strong interest, and since your brain is in the developmental stage, your aptitude can be enhanced. So let us say if you want to become a pilot and your physics is weak, and I tell you that if you want to pursue your dream of becoming a pilot, you must work on your physics. By putting in more effort, time, energy in physics, you can improve your subject. So, aptitude at your age can be improved if the interest gives sufficient motivational pull to you. So, interest is important. You can, based on that, take the right decision. Can you guide us about the path for IAS? Any graduate can give an exam known as Civil Services Exam CSE and become an IAS or an IPS officer. Go to my YouTube channel. On in that I have put two videos. One, how to become an IAS officer, and second, how to become an IPS officer. Watch those videos. That gives complete detail of how you can pursue civil services or become an IAS officer. Is science compulsory for taking interior design? Answer is absolutely no. For getting into interior design, you can take up Bachelor of Design, specializing in interior design after science, commerce, or arts, any specialization in 11th, 12th. Kindly guide us on the skill requirements for IAS. Fundamentally, if at 8th grade level you will ask me about the skill, one skill which I will tell you is you need to be a voracious reader. You need to read a lot. You need to read different genre of literature, be it fiction, non-fiction, contemporary, art, history, philosophy, biography, anything what comes your way. That is the fundamental skill required to be a good uh, material to get into civil services. For pursuing diploma in design and fine arts, which university is best in Ahmedabad? Well, if you want to go for diploma program, then after 10th, there are a lot of universities which have started diploma programs. Since these diploma programs are very young programs, so I would not be really in a position to rank them or rate them. So after 10th, in Swarnim Innovation University, SIU in Gandhinagar is there. They have beautiful diploma programs in the area of design. And after 12th Obviously, you can go for a Bachelor of Design program, which initially used to be a diploma, but now it is a full-fledged degree at NID, NIFT, and so on. They are best places to do design. Can you give a brief about IGCSE board? Uh, well, uh, IGCSE is, Cambridge board. What brief you want? Anand Niketan Satellite has got IGCSE. Go meet your faculty or somebody in the counseling section. They will give you the details of the IGCSE board. Sir, I'm keen in art, maths, and mass communication. What career choices are possible? Career choices, I have told you. You want to have more information? The link of book which I have given you, download that book. Uh, you know, Give me a moment. Yes, I have given you the free career guide ka link. In that you can look at the options which are available. But if you want me to analyze you and tell you what you should rightly go for, then you have to connect with me for personal career counseling. I am giving you the number of my secretary. You can connect with her, take an appointment, come over. I shall be happy to help you. uh, okay, next is uh, okay, can you okay, I think there are loads of questions. For the moment I'm just holding the questions. uh, okay, IGCSE I have answered. Keen in maths, mass communication I have answered. Okay, if we are interested in sports, how shall we go ahead? Well, for sports in 11th 12th, take the most appropriate combination of subjects based on your 10th comfort. Then after 12th, you can go ahead with a course like BBA in sports management. And also there is a 4-year course known as Bachelor of Physical Education and Sports, BPES. In that course also, after 12th, you can go and pursue your journey in the area of sports. Can I drop it maths in 9th if I want to be a psychiatrist? Answer is yes. For getting into science B group, after 10th, in 11th 12th, you will require to study physics, chemistry, and biology, after which you do MBBS and then MD in psychiatry. So you want to become a psychiatrist, you can drop maths at 9th technically. But uh, to suggest you the right way, in 11th 12th physics there is always going to be application of 11th 12th maths, which would require you to be good at maths at 10th grade level. So my suggestion would be, don't drop maths, but technically you can. You are a career counselor, so can you tell the particular job that suits you or just the stream? Well, a job or a profession or a career always comes after you have finished a particular set of education. What is important is that you take education in the area of the field which is most consumable to you, in which learning comes most comfortably and easily to you. This is one thing. Second, there are children who also consult me for job oriented issues, higher education oriented issues, who are currently in the serving in certain companies or doing their higher education in colleges and so on and so forth. So for those children, if you are seeking any sort of counseling help, then answer is yes, I'll be able to help them out. Is science compulsory for taking interior design? I have also answered this question before. No, science is not compulsory. How do aptitude tests help us? Well, to know your psychometry, there are 4 parameters which are important: orientation, aptitude, personality, and interest. If you are going for any specific aptitude test only, it will only give your outcome of the aptitude. Plus, at a younger age, most of the questions which an aptitude test throws at you, children are not relatively very clear about what is the meaning of the question or what is the importance of the question. So I have seen a lot of children start marking those aptitude tests as A, B, C, D, as per their random choices, which will always give a wrong result. So aptitude tests are very good, but it is very important to make sure that its implementation is done properly. Can you explain more about liberal arts? What do they mean? What can we do in it? Okay. Liberal arts is a newer concept in India where after 12th you get into a foundation year. In foundation year, you study subjects from 5 areas. You study maths and science, you study commercial studies, you study management studies, you study humanities, social sciences, and you study performing art. After studying that, in the third year, you are asked to pick up a major. If you pick up a major which is related to humanities or performing arts, then you get a degree which is BA honors. If you pick up major related to commercial studies, you get BCom honors. Majors related to management studies will give you a degree which is BBA honors, and majors related to science will give you a degree which is BSc honors. This is and what can you do depending upon your final specialization or major? You become equivalent to anybody who has done it in the pure area. Sir, how to get into IIT? What is necessary for it? Your fundamental base. Okay, first of all, let me quickly clear. IITs not only give degrees in the area of engineering, they also give degrees in the area of design, humanities and social sciences, even law. So what are you talking about? First, you be clear with it. Since mostly children think IITs are all about engineering, in that case, your physics, chemistry, mathematics has to be very, very strong. In 9th, 10th, you build your strong grip in this area. In 11th, 12th, take science A group, and after that, go for JEE exam, following which you will go through JEE advanced and then getting into engineering. How to go about if I want to become an architect? For becoming an architect, you need to compulsorily study physics, chemistry, mathematics in 11th, 12th, because Council of Architecture has made it very clear that anybody who wishes to become an architect go through a ARC program of 5 years after 12th, has to pass through 11th, 12th physics, chemistry, mathematics. Also, he or she has to appear for either national level architecture oriented test known as NATA, NATA, or you have to go through JEE paper 2 followed by architecture aptitude test for IITs. This is the process of becoming an architect. Difference between economics and business management. Well, economics is to do more with specialized 2 areas, that is economics and maths, whereas business management caters to financial management, marketing management, human resource management, systems and operations management, information technology management. So this is the broad difference between economics and business management. Please guide us on what should be the next step for pursuing a particular sport that we are good at. Well, it is a very random answer. Which particular sport? You should practice that sport, take proper coaching for that, enhance your skill in that sport, and then start with state level, district level, then state level, then national level, and then maybe Olympics level. That should be the generally process. Can we take hotel management after arts? Answer is yes. Want to pursue interior designing or fashion designing? If you want to pursue interior designing or fashion designing, it does not matter whether you take science, commerce or arts. After anything, you can do interior designing or fashion designing. Is it beneficial if we take commerce and then do arts? There is no special benefit about it. You can take commerce and then switch to arts. That is absolutely fine, but there is no specific benefit related to this. In engineering, which board is the best, ICSE or CBSE? Now there is no difference at all, because Ministry of Education has very categorically said that every board has to follow the baseline of NCERT 11th, 12th physics, chemistry, mathematics and biology. So it does not matter at all. There is no reservation of any specific board in any specific university, college or test. So it does not matter whether you do CBSE or ICSE. If you are doing CBSE, continue with it. If you are doing ICSE, continue with it. That is generally something which I suggest. What is the best subject for civil engineering? There is nothing like a best subject for civil engineering. You have to study physics, chemistry, and mathematics in 11th, 12th for civil engineering. For science and engineering, which university is good in Ahmedabad? Well, lots of universities are good in Ahmedabad. You can look at DIICT Gandhinagar, PDU, Nirma University, LD Engineering College. There are a lot of good colleges for science and engineering. Sir, can you brief me about RBI? If I understand correctly, RBI is the Reserve Bank of India. They have different entry points. After graduation, you can apply for their entrance exam. Based on that entrance exam, you can get into Reserve Bank of India. What is the most important exam for medicine? Well, the most important exam for medicine is NEET. We all know it. So you have to go 11th, 12th science, physics, chemistry, maths, physics, chemistry, biology, and then appear for NEET exam. So what I am also doing is I will request all the children. I am giving you my WhatsApp connect, direct connect. You can connect with me on WhatsApp at this. Please don't spam. Please don't put in a lot of messages. Ask your question, leave it, give me time. Whenever I will get time, I will try and respond to your question. So you can connect with me on WhatsApp. I'm just sharing my direct WhatsApp channel number, channel details. You can connect with me on this channel through this WhatsApp. I think I'm done with most of the questions. I'm again opening. If there are any few more questions, I'll be happy to take them. Go ahead if you have any more questions. I had stopped the questions because a lot of questions. Okay. What about subject combination with biology? Well, if you want to go for pure medicine, then along with biology, you will have to go ahead and take physics and chemistry as compulsory subjects. But if you want to go for something like BSc programs or something which is related to rehabilitation or paramedical, then as per new education policy, even if you take physics and chemistry, that should be more than sufficient. But this is going to take time to come into implementation. Check out when your school is starting to implement the new education policy. Based on that, take decision. Next question is, does IIT have lateral entry? Answer is no, IITs do not have lateral entry. Can psychology taken with sciences? Answer is yes. If your school offers as the 5th elective subject, you can study psychology. For automobile industry, which course is the best? Again, in automobile industry, there are two types of practitioners. Either they'll be engineers or technical persons, or they'll be designers or creative people. What area you want to get into? Based on that, you can get into automobile industry. Which subject we should take if you want to become a pilot? Go to YouTube channel. I have put up a video there, how to become a pilot, where I've talked about civil aviation as well as defense aviation. Otherwise, as far as subject is concerned, you need to have studied physics and maths in 11th, 12th compulsory to become a pilot. Sir, if you want to become a stockbroker, then what are the necessities? You need to be good at finance. You need to be good at analytics if you want to become a stockbroker. What is there in arts? Basically, arts is humanities now. So what will we get to learn in humanities? Well, in humanities, you study subjects like history, geography, civics, which you study till 10th grade becomes political science. Beyond that, you study sociology, psychology, philosophy, and there could be allied subjects like legal studies, informative practices, and others. That will depend upon which school you're studying in and which subjects they are offering. That is what combination you study when you talk about arts or humanities in 11th and 12th. I hope I have answered most of the questions. There are no more questions in my inbox. So I'll give you the link of my YouTube channel. Also, you can go subscribe to the channel, watch videos related to, IAS, UPSC, piloting, hotel management, whatever. You can click on this, go to any more questions if you have. You can please feel free, or even if you get some question later in your mind, you can connect with me on WhatsApp chat. Give me time. I'm please requesting, don't spam, because I'm connected with children pan country. Give me time, I'll answer your question. Don't spam the box. Any more question? What if our school does not offer psychology as a subject? Go talk to Baljit ma'am. She will help you out. Because that will always be dependent from school to school. And I think in ninth, 10th, specifically since you all children are from grade 8, in ninth, 10th, obviously there is no psychology which is taught in any school for that matter. Psychology comes into picture only in grade 11 and 12. So, that is what do you need to do for environmental studies? A lot of schools do offer environment or environmental studies as a subject in 11th, 12th, which is an allied subject. Study that. After that, you can go for environmental studies area through liberal arts also, and in some universities there are new age also degrees which are available in the area of BScs in environmental studies or environmental sciences. What if we are confused between science and arts? If you are confused between science and arts, once again I will share with you my office details. You can connect with me at 7600 talk to my assistant, take time, come for counseling, then only I'll be able to help you out. That's it. I think we are done.
Mohit sir,
Ma'am,
there are two quick questions in my mind
ma'am,
which I would like to share on this platform. When the children come and they fill up the option forms and they take a subject, especially the science students, they need to understand that up till grade 10, we have science as one subject where physics, chemistry, bio are taken together.
correct, ma'am.
Children are good in one subject and still they go for science because they like physics. There are
Right.
some who say we like physics and chemistry but don't like bio, but they have to understand that up till grade 10, science is treated as one subject.
Correct.
So that part they need to understand that they should be ideally good in all the three. Because
I
of one
will.
subject, the percentage comes down.
I'll explain this beautifully to children. Give me 30 seconds. Now, all children who are connected with me, you must understand mathematics and physics, they fall in one category of aptitude, which I explained you in the beginning, that is mathematical, mechanical, analytical bent of mind. Biology and chemistry fall in one set of category of aptitudes, which is linguistic, theoretical, rote oriented aptitude. There is a very much possibility, and when I go and speak to 11th, 12th children in science B group or A group, 80% of the children are facing the same trouble even at higher grades, that is grade 11 and 12, not working on it and not consciously treating it, because it is treatable. You can actually work on it and make it comfortable. So this is very common issue. If you are facing this issue, you have two options. One option is whichever third subject you are not comfortable with, spend more time with that subject, bring that subject to a comfort level, start improving your aptitude in that subject, work on the fundamentals of that particular subject, and then take up science. Second option is leave the science as an area, because down the line it will start troubling you more, and your overall percentage is going to go down. Because when you talk science, it always comes in a package, and that package is combination of physics, chemistry, and biology. Similarly, in 11th, 12th also, children who take maths and physics generally are in trouble with chemistry. And in B group, children who take biology and chemistry are generally in trouble with physics. If you don't start working from right now, that gap will keep increasing, and 11th, 12th, you will be in lot of trouble. Work consciously on it, you will be able to overcome that. Otherwise, don't take science.
Thank you, Mohit sir, for answering that question. Now there are two more. One is when the children take up science, they offer science in grade 9 and 10. I want to tell them very clearly, if they want to switch over to commerce or humanities in grade 11, they can very easily do it because commerce and humanities, they are base. In grade 11, we teach them right from the base.
Correct.
So if a science student is opting for commerce or humanities in grade 11, it is actually a basic thing that we are going to do with them, which we have touched upon very micro level at the grade 9th level. So they need not worry. But if the child has taken up commerce or humanities in grade 9 and 10, he will not be able to take up science in grade 11 because we had few cases where parents came and said, now he has a bent towards science, but he has missed out on those 2 years. So that part is very clear that they cannot. Science student can take up commerce and humanities. Commerce child can take up either commerce or humanities, but science child, has an easy push to grade 11 science, but not a commerce or a humanities child.
I understand.
Am I right?
Okay.
Am I right, sir?
It is absolutely right, ma'am. I'll tell parents. See,
and then one more case, we are having these cases for the past 2-3 years. Children have dropped computer applications in 9th and 10th. They have taken maths and science, and I don't know why they take up, either they take up economics application or physical education. But when they come to grade 11, suddenly they see that they are interested in computer engineering or ethical hacker. Then they want to take up, computers at that point of time. But grade 11 computers ISC curriculum is a carry forward of grade 9 and 10. It is carried forward. The languages are carried forward. So if you are opting for computer applications in grade 11, see that they keep it in grade 9 and 10th also. It becomes easier for them to score good and to understand the fundamentals better, sir. So these are my observations which I am facing when children fill in their subject selection forms, sir.
I got that, ma'am. And I think both these observations, ma'am, which you have shared, I will put it across to the children. They are very much in a similar line of thought.
Yes, sir.
Let us understand for all the children.
Yes.
When you talk about subject like commerce, in
Yes,
11th, 12th, you study subjects which are accounts, which you have never studied before, statistics, which you have never studied before, economics, which very little you've studied, or more or less you've very little exposure, business studies, which you've never studied before. Same way in humanities, these subjects which you take up in 11th, 12th are psychology, which you've never studied before, sociology, never studied, political science, which you might have a little exposure, and maybe history and geography, which you have a little exposure. Now, if you look at science, the subjects which you study in science are physics, chemistry, maths, and biology, which all 4 subjects are subjects which are very strongly mainstream subjects in grade 9 and 10 also. So, if you have to go for science in 11th, 12th, then it becomes very, very important that your fundamental base in commercial maths, commercial physics, biology or chemistry at grade 8, 9, 10, all 3 is very, very strong. Then and only then, when you go to grade 11 and 12, mathematics, which becomes applied mathematics, physics, which becomes applied physics, chemistry, which becomes advanced chemistry, and biology, which becomes advanced biology, you will be able to sustain, you will be able to gain knowledge, you will be able to absorb it comfortably. But if you have disconnected with these subjects in grade 9 and 10, you will face tremendous amount of problem in gaining knowledge in the advanced level subjects. Whereas if you shift from science to, let us say, commerce or humanities, most of the subjects are such which you start learning from scratch because you've not learned those subjects or have studied those subjects as mainstream subjects in 11th, in 9th, 10th, irrespective of the board, irrespective of the stream. So if you want to go for science, couple of things you need to be very clear with, that in 9th, 10th you must study science. Second, which I already told you, you should study science if and only if you are good at all three sciences. If you are not, you still have 4 months to go, work on that particular science which you are not good at and take it forward to the next level. As far as the third pointer of Baljeet ma'am is concerned, that is computer sciences, you need to understand that if you are continuing with the board, which is generally the suggestion which I give you, unless and until there is some other issue with the parent or the child, for which we might need to change the board, it is always advisable to continue with the same board which you had been studying in your earlier classes. And if you are continuing with the same board, then as Baljeet ma'am said, for specifically subject like computer sciences, it is extension of 9th, 10th computer sciences in the same way as is extension of physics or chemistry or biology or mathematics. So if you want to take computer sciences in 11th, 12th, then you must opt for taking computer sciences, computer studies in 9th and 10th. Physical education, for that matter, is a subject which may not give you any opening or open access to any newer area. Same way, lot of other subjects which you might take in 9th, 10th, which do not give you an access to a wider opportunity in 11th, 12th, studying or taking that subject 9th, 10th may be lesser beneficial than studying those subjects which increase your area of opportunities in 11th, 12th and further at graduation level. I hope I have been able to put it across to the children.
Yes, sir.
Sonal ma'am, anything you want to ask or we close the session?
No, yeah, thank you, sir. It was, as you promised, a very enriching session with the bombardment of a lot of knowledge. And I really liked that statement, don't go by friends or trends, because that we tend to do.
True.
Very naturally, it comes to us. But you have given us a vast amount of information, and we will give them a couple of days to absorb it and then have another session with them where they can fill in their forms for the selection.
No worries, ma'am.
Yeah. Thank you so much,
Pleasure.
sir. You patiently answered a lot of questions.
Thank you so
And
much.
of course, if there are any further questions,
Mohit sir, in case if the children want